All right. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make liveries using Figma, of course. Um, I'm going to be covering, hopefully, if I remember, a lot of stuff that you need to know while using Figma, including like short keybinds and whatnot to make life easier and make things faster. Um, First step, as always, is to get the reference photos. Let's say it's a police car or a sheriff's car, anything. I like to use this website. It's called policecarwebsite.net. It has a lot of police cars and of the United States, of course, I believe. We'll go to vehicles listed by state and it covers basically all the states and some other, places, and especially in Canada too. Do you even notice that? Um, there is a livery that I'm going to make, and it is called the Eastern Pike Regional. Um, This is a livery that I made for someone in the past, and it was on Maple County, obviously. So I'm going to take a simple livery, for, let's see, like yeah, the 2013 Explorer, if I can even find one. Doesn't seem like they have one. Sometimes they don't have all the cars, so we're going to take this one. If I can get a clearer photo of it, just like that. Oh, all right. And usually I only use 1 to 2 reference photos, but I always, if I can get more, then I usually use them. This is a pretty simple livery. In my opinion, it is. It's really simple, besides for the fact that you'll have to manually like shape the white part around here at the door. But with using Figma, it wouldn't be all that difficult. Um, I should probably find another simple livery, a much more simpler livery that's a lot easier to do. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Huh. That was weird indeed. Okay. Let's see if I can find a simpler one. Ah, that one is simple, but I want to show you guys this one first. Let me see if I can copy this photo over here. Okay, good, I can. All right, screw that one. We're going to be doing this one. See if I can find the Durango in the templates. I think they do have it in the game. Here. All right, we're going to get rid of these ones, and then we're going to put these ones in here. Now with Figma, once you get your templates in the game, I suggest locking them like this. So you don't accidentally click and drag them and move them away. Even though if you were to do that, like let's say this for my template right here, I move it, uh-oh, I just click Control Z, it moves it back, it undoes what I just did. So we're just gonna do this, and what I do is I put it right here. Now, in this one, I'm going to show you guys how to do this fade. This is something that I learned recently because I didn't think I could do it with Figma, but you can. So we're going to make it that yellow, if I can find it, which is, I think, not that one. Definitely not that one. Let me get the color code real quick. Okay, boom. There we go. So we're going to slightly rotate it like this. We're gonna lengthen it like this, maybe shorten it just a little bit like that. And then we're just going to have it go all the way around to right there. It's a little bit above that wheel well. This is how I usually tell when things aren't looking right from the livery, from the pictures itself. I go off, realism, or I try to do a one-on-one creation with my liveries. Some people don't like that. So what we're going to be trying to do is we're going to get that slant right there, and we're going to be getting that fade right there. So to do the slant, you're going to double click it, or you could just press enter while you have it selected, and you're going to click this dot right there. Use your arrow keys. It's going to slant it just like that. I suggest using the down arrow key as well, a little bit just to make it look, even, just like that. All right. It's a little too slanted. Whoops. It's my mistake. We all make mistakes. Now for the fade. You're going to go to fill, which is right here. You're going to click this one right here. It's going to do that. You're going to take this other secondary color and you're going to just make it transparent, just like that. Now it's a little too transparent. Notice how in the picture you can still see the slant. It's just a little bit. I'm going to take this and do a little bit of that. Put it right there maybe. And then we're going to ump the transparency just a little bit. Make this color uh, that. Just like that. Um, that's really about it for that. The sheriff. Um, Figma has a lot of fonts, and I mean a lot. I'll show you like right now. They have a lot. And if I remember correctly, I did go through every single one to try and find the font used right here, and I couldn't. So I went online, and yes, you will have to do a little bit of pirating because fonts do cost money. Don't ask me why. And it was called, I believe, the Serpentine font, yes. We're going to make it the font size around maybe 200. That looks about right. Going to give it the same amount of rotation right here as the bar, so it sits flush with it. Hold on. Just like that. Now, in the picture, it's outline, not a solid color. To do that, you're gonna go to the color right here, or you're gonna add a stroke first. You're gonna go to the color, and you make the transparency just 0. The color is going to be whatever the color of the font is right here. You're going to make the weight big enough, but not too big, obviously. And just like that, you have the font. It is a little bit spaced out, I believe, in the, no, actually it isn't. I'm not going to make the entire livery. Just going to show you guys a couple things. I showed you guys how to do the fade, and I showed you guys how to, do the font stuff. Um, so let's say you're struggling to find the font, right? Sometimes you can't really find the font used in the pictures and the references, and that's okay. But if you think you can find it, one way to do that is to go to the website called What the Font Finder, or What the Font Finder. You're going to take a screenshot just like this. You're going to put it in here just like that. Click Identify Font. It's going to give you a list of fonts. You're going to find the right one. In this case, I believe it was called Serpentine, so we're just going to try and find it if it's somewhere on here. Because I don't remember where it was on here. Just give me a quick second here. Mm, all right, that's okay. I know I found it on this website, but I can't seem to find it now. But it is called Serpentine. Um, as seen right there, one on one, literally. That's it for the font, or for that. So a lot of liveries are a little more difficult to make, like this one. Some you'll have to manually shape this like white piece, like it's black on white. For Maple County, I already have templates that are like that because I had to do that for a customer. As seen right here, I had to, I'll show you, manually shape this. That's what all these points are. Those are called vectors. I'll speak more on that in a minute. But I had to manually shape those. It's painstaking, and I'm sure you have to do it on other ones as well, but it is difficult. Um, but speaking about vectors, You press R, you click, and here's a triangle. Let's say you want to make the triangle big. You click, left click, and drag, just like this. This is what it would look like. Vectors are a cool thing. I heard that Canvas doesn't have it, or Canva doesn't have vectors, making, making things rounded a little bit, a lot more difficult. But in Figma, you can do that, just like this. Um, you could either like do it the more difficult way of making things rounded by doing this, adding multiple vectors. I don't know why you would do it. I mean, I usually do it sometimes as well if the alternative that I'm going to show you doesn't really work, right? Which the alternative is you hold control and you left click and drag, and then it makes that. I heard Canvas can't do that as well. It's kind of like sad to me, but yeah. So we're gonna do that, and then we're just gonna do this. Boom. You have whatever, I forgot whatever the name of this shape was called. I don't remember. But just like that, it's rounded now. These are the points for the, rounding, or whatever. Mess with those a little bit, and yeah. It can be a pain, and I'll show you how much of a pain it can be, as shown right here. Um, the it's really difficult, and I spent like hours working on this specific livery, and the outcome, which is right here, didn't look good. It didn't look good as good as it does in the actual picture. I don't know if I have the actual picture. I don't. But yeah, it didn't look as good, and I hated it, but the customer liked it. So that's pretty much about it. In the next video, I'm just going to show you, go over all the quick keybinds.